What's happening, guys, and welcome back to Theme Park Shrills. It wasn't long ago that a theme park attraction without audio animatronics was dead. The quantity and intricacy of these robotic animated characters were generally proportional to the budget and success of a ride. Simply put, if you wanted to wow your audience, animatronics figurines were the way to go. Let's face it, we've arrived in the digital age. Without a single animatronics figure, rides like The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man reinvented what a headline attraction might be, capturing all of the power, excitement, plot, and character interactions of all-time favorites. If you're excited for our list of the top 5 horrifying underwater theme park animatronics, be sure to give us a like and do remember to subscribe to our channel so you never miss another video in the future. Number 5. Amusement Ride. The Mummy series was a huge success for Universal Studios, so back in 2002, Universal wanted to bring a ride to its parks based on the franchise. Universal Studios Orlando was the first park to receive the ride, and they closed confrontation for it. The ride opened on May 21st, 2002, and it was promoted by Universal as a psychological thrill ride thanks to the many different phobias it touched on because Universal Studios Orlando was fascinated of the idea of it being a work of art. In the ride, Reggie is leaning on a sarcophagus, warning visitors that the curse is real and that they should go since they walked into a trap. Suddenly, the large stone sarcophagus next to Reggie breaks open, revealing the half-dead Imhotep pharaoh who tells Reggie to be quiet before murdering him. Imhotep emerges as projected videos and animatronics multiple times during the ride, even murdering and capturing the soul of a ride attendant, when it looks that the ride has finished for a short period, but nothing compares to the original encounter with Imhotep. Number 4. Amusement. Austria's Amusement Triassic Park, located in the Eastern Alps of Austria, is a family leisure park rich in paleontological history. This park was once part of the Tethys Sea, with petrified corals and fossils dating back to the Triassic period of over 200 million years ago. As a result, this park is a gold mine for dinomaniacs, with families able to dig for fossils. Enjoy a dinosaur playground with Amusement, a Triassic-era ichthyosaur, and a real-life sea monster. The Amusement slowly rises out of the water, making it an epic sight indeed. There's no doubt this prehistoric dude has inhabited the nightmares of countless Austrian children. Number 3. The Pirate's Adventure Ride. Though it's no longer in operation, the Pirate's Adventure was once a popular dark ride at Drayton Manor. This slow-moving boat ride was heavily inspired by Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean to the point where it has a few show elements that some may classify as outright knockoffs of the Disney attraction. There's even a moment where inmates attempt to fool a guard dog into handing them the key to their cell. Does this sound familiar? Also, there's this pirate who's standing in waist-deep water. His exaggerated facial traits are reflected in his goofy smile. He's a good candidate for children's nightmares because of his dirty clothing and restricted mobility. Unfortunately, after years of neglect, this ride was shut down about 2015, and some of the ride's components were privately auctioned off in 2020, putting an end to this unique attraction. Number 2. Discovery Riverboat's Iguanodon. Long story short, this attraction has been a huge disaster from the get-go. That's because the attraction was completely impoverished and the original plans for it were never completed due to the budget and other issues. The Iguanodon animatronic was equally impressive and terrifying. We could see the huge animatronic partially submerged in the river waters. Its fluid movement in the water was certainly imposing, but what makes this animatronic creepier than the Jungle Cruise animatronics is that it was a disaster. Over time, this animatronic began to deteriorate, and it eventually reached the point where it had certain internal mechanics that needed to be replaced. The exposed piston lasted a long time because it was retired from the attraction and taken to the Disneyland Paris Studio Tram Tour, where it remained abandoned in an awful state. Guests could only see pieces of a headless and armless animatronic. The Iguanodon stayed that way for many years until it was retired without notice. Number 1. 1959 Submarine Voyage. This ride was one of the first to need an e-ticket when it was launched on June 14, 1959. This attraction is ranked third because it has a variety of settings throughout the ride that are packed with props and animatronics. We may see a giant clam, sea turtles, eels, crabs fighting with lobsters, and other water critters throughout the first portion of the voyage. The next scene is nightmare fuel-inducing. We arrive at a location full of shipwrecks and sharks, but this is only the beginning. Next, we reach the North Pole, where the submarine sonar detects a polar ice cap, forcing the submarine to descend into the ocean's depths, where we find ourselves in complete darkness, surrounded by strange creatures, one of which is a terrifying giant squid. This scene, in our view, is the creepiest of them all, since the squid's size, movement, and black ambiance are all intimidating and frightening. There are also numerous other monsters in this scene that can change color at whim. We continue our journey until we come face to face with a giant sea serpent. This figure may not appear scary and even has a comical appearance, but the submarine voyage closed forever on September 7th, 1998 and remained abandoned for over 7 years. Several projects were rumored to be planned for the abandoned attraction, but none were carried out. In 2005, the lagoon was drained and the animatronic sea serpent was removed and auctioned off at Van Eaton Gallery's auction. And with that, we come to the end of our list. Make sure to give us a like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on more amazing theme park attraction videos in the future. And while you're at it, don't forget to mention your favorite animatronics in the comments down below. Until next time, take care and goodbye.